Morning guys, Stagman here. Today, or this morning, going to turn this into a camp stove. This is a cutlery strainer, goes on the draining board. Pick these up for $4.99 from either Wilkinson's. I think they're $5.99 in Robert Dias, which is actually where I got this one from. But stainless steel, heavy duty, transfer the heat well. You can cut a slot in here somewhere. You'll be able to feed it from here, so you'll have a self-contained. As you can see, it's got holes on the bottom. You'll have a self-contained fire pot, which you can then put your pots directly on, or we can turn it up that way and we can still feed it from that hole, and we've got a pot stand for a smaller pot. I've already, as Blue Peter, already marked this one out already. Just going to get my saw and we'll start cutting. That was quick. Right, usual jigsaw. On one of these I do like my battery DeWalt's. I've actually drilled a couple of slightly bigger holes in there, as you can see, just to give me a start. It's amazing what you can do when you've got good tools. Guys, don't forget to wear goggles when you do that. But there you go, cut out. I'm going to have to get this ground up because it's very sharp at the moment. So I shall get the Dremel and I shall be back in a second. Pretty disorganised this morning. Can't believe I didn't get all this out to start with. guys. Yep, not sharp, just a little bit on that edge, but nothing major. In actual fact, no, that was just a bit of swarf that's gone. Yeah, so there we go. I suppose the easiest thing now would be to test it, wouldn't it? That sounds like a bloody good idea. Back in a second, guys. Oh dear, let's move you back a bit. Right, guys, I've got some wood, as you can see. One of my, you can just see the Vaseline on there. That's one of my fat woods, homemade fat woods. This time, last video, I didn't feather stick it. This time I've tried it feather sticking. It's definitely something to do with this wood. The wood I'm using is impregnated with something. I've realised where it's come from. It's actually a cut up old step ladder. So it's hence the reason the dark stain and what have you. So it's definitely impregnated with something. But we'll give this a go. I have got some thinner wood, which I'll put on there. You guys can see that there's actually quite a good little flame going in there at the moment. So the old fat wood sticks do help. Yeah, again, this has come from my wood pile that I keep for the house, which is kept outside, and it's today's date, 28th of Jan, Tuesday. Now you guys in the UK know how wet it's been out here, how damp it's been. So yeah, so I'm pretty chuffed at the way this has gone. If it had been dry sticks from the woodland, or in my case what I do, I always take a little pot of sticks that have been dried to get me going. I'll say sticks, it's actually dowling. It's old dowling that I'd got from a job that I did a while back. Small 4-inch lengths. some of this thicker stuff in. Yes, this was an old step ladder that my father had, and my father being in his, well, just turned 80 this year. There's no way I want him climbing a ladder, so, especially as it had started to, which you can see by the green on the side of the stick there, it started to rot. Get it going, get some of these coals down inside, and then you'd be better cook on that if I was feeding it from the front. See how wet that is? That's actually wet. Put it in there to dry out. What I tend to do, I don't know if it's the right or wrong way, is always put the thicker end in when the fire's really going. I know it's I've done one of these before, obviously didn't video the last one. The last one I actually did virtually the same. I had some big 6-inch steel nails which I put right the way through, and literally through the holes so they were out the other side, and then put some barbecue coals on it. I've done this on a couple of occasions, or used that one on several occasions for, you know, when you've run out of barbecuing space on the barbecue, you've got your sausages on the go, you've got your burgers on the go, you've got your chicken on the go, and you think, oh, maybe I could do with some fried onions. So I tend to put it on with a tinfoil dish over the barbecue coals, and hey presto, fried onions. But as you guys can see, you know, your pots sit on there quite nicely. Billy tin will stand on there. Can be used the other way up, as I say. I tend to just use the other one that way. In actual fact, I can't find it. I've got a sneaky suspicion I left it around my brother's when we last had a barbie around there, because he was talking about buying some throwaway barbecues that you can get, which, by the way, guys, if you know, that paper is pretty good. You get the old throwaway barbecues, and you keep the wax paper or the greasy paper that it comes with, fold that up, put it in your kit. You've got something to use. You can wrap your wood in it, and it's instant heat all the way round. Or do what I do, take some of the barbecue coals with you, wrap them up with a bit of cling film. You know, if you can get something going, you get a bit of heat there. It's sometimes you can just light the coals. If you've got a strong enough bit lighter, you can get it going from that. Barbecue coal and a cotton bud. Next thing you know, you've got the heat there to dry some wood out that you're on with. there you go, guys. So you know, where are we? Don't want to burn the camera. There we go. Put the tripod legs back out. There we go. Well, guys, there we go. So another quick, easy little cooker that can be made. You know, and I ain't being funny, for a £5 you've got yourself an outdoor cooker. You know, you can go and spend 30 quid, 20 quid, 30, 40, 50 quid, in some cases 80, 90 pound for a little fire, for a little self-contained unit, and that stainless unit will actually go inside my billy tin. So when you see the size difference, actually sits in there, as you can see, sit on top quite nice. So I've got nothing in it, so I don't want to damage that. In actual fact, I've got something in there. I've got a bit lighter. And the last thing I want to do is heat that up. But there you go, guys. You know, £4.99, £5.99, 10 minutes worth of work, if you've got the tools, that is. What you could actually do is hacksaw across using a hacksaw. Does take quite a while. In actual fact, that's how I did my last one. As I say, Robert Dias, Wilko's, Wilkinson's. I have seen them in Lidl's for about £3, but literally when you see them in there, they're gone within 5 minutes. Really, what I ought to do is next time is buy quite a few, and then go from there. But there you go. So nice little fire on the go in there, throwing out quite a lot of heat. As far as I know, stainless steel is one of the best for heat conduction, so it really does pump the heat out. In actual fact, I'm about a foot away from it there, still feel the heat quite nicely. Come out to about here, it's at about 18 inches, 15, 18 inches. Still feel the heat, but not as intense. But ideal if you're in the woods to keep your fire contained, which in the summer season you definitely need to do that. In the summer season, I definitely have them up the other way, and the top tends to work as a spark arrestor as well. So I've got no fear of sparks coming out when the pot is off. But there you go, guys. Anyway, have a safe one. I'll see you in the next video.